Hey folks, Sam here. Hey, some of you followed along. I got super busy. I'm just finally getting the pond video edited. So Epic Acres, it's just some updates. We have Epic Acres. That was 40 acres I bought a few years ago. We've been doing food plots and everything. We've decided to put in a pond to help us irrigate because every year we seem to have some problems with getting moisture when we need it. So we decided we're going to put in a pond. We're going to irrigate. But we also decided we're going to make it a place for the family to hang out. So we're putting in a beach area, and we're probably going to stock it with some fish. So we're going to see how that goes. We did buy the property, which is right next door to Epic Acres. We call it Epic Acres 2. It's another 37 acres, and then I got 3 acres on the next block that comes with that. So here's the pond dig. The first day we did the stripping of the ground, got everything kind of situated, talked it over, and we just got going. So here you go. Follow along. So the first part of the project is stripping the topsoil and piling that up and keeping that separate from the rest of the digging so we can use that later to reseed. It'll be a big one. It's getting dug, finally. A walk path around it. And the water's already pouring into it. Water is not going to be an issue. Look at that. And here's what we had a few hours after the first day, right before dark. And this is what we woke up to. So we had to start pumping. We wanted to keep the water out of the pond. So when they arrived back, we didn't have to deal with water and they could just start digging. We brought in dump trucks to start taking some of the sand and dirt away right away. We separated the topsoil so we could keep that. Here's the pile. Coming to the end of day 2 is when we started hitting the springs. You can see the water bubbling up here.
That is a spring.
We started setting up the pumps early because we knew with the springs we were going to have to start controlling a lot of water. So they kept digging and we kept pumping. The end of day 2, they contoured some of the sides to the pond before they left, and we kept the pumps running non-stop from then on. Here we are, the end of day 2. But as it started to get later into the night, our 2-inch pump couldn't keep up, so we had to switch to a 3-inch. So we decided to bring the ice castle out since we gotta man the pumps 24/7. We gotta keep the water down so when they dig, the sand's not so wet and they get more in the bucket. We wanted to be the first one to say was out in a boat on our pond. I think he's just gonna move the stuff to the deep hole, over the deep hole. It's up over his waders. Got the pumps going. Down probably 3 feet. We'll have her sucked down today. Got a lot of water running in over there. Over there. All along there. 3-inch pump wasn't keeping up, so now we added the 2-inch back. So now we have 2 pumps running. So the pond is probably 10 foot deep, and with the 2 pumps running, we are getting the water definitely under control. As you can see, we got not only water coming in from the springs, but it's running in from all different directions through the aquifer. Pumping water now and moving this piles of dirt over to there. Well, here we go. Start of the 3rd day of digging. The reason there's 2 excavators, we brought in 2, is because one can move the dirt from the bottom of the hole and set it up to the top. The guy on top is moving it way off to the side. And then in the evenings, we would take our payloader and move the piles further. In the shit now. Oh, there he's good. Yeah, he thought that was a little bit more stable than what it was. Just slides right in. Oh boy. He's gonna try, but he can't get himself where he can sit. He's gonna do that now. Look at that soupy stuff running in there. Here we are at the end of day 3. Working on the beach right now. So we got done with the beach area and we decided we're just going to keep trying to dig it as deep as we could possibly get it. Digging her deeper. About 2 foot deeper than what we were yesterday. All right. Moved that great big pile of black dirt over to there last night, so we got some room right there to stack some more stuff, sand. Kept the hole pretty dry all night. So we got the beach area done, Bradley's Beach and Henry's Hole. 4 trucks moving dirt today out to the front for the berm. So we're gonna just, got a half a day's worth of digging left. That's how much money we allocated the money, and then we just dug. And he said last night, got about a half a day's worth of money left. What do you want to do? I said, well, let's dig her down there and then dig some more out of there and call her good. So that's what we're gonna do today, last day. All right, put the finishing touches on the main hole here. Them 2 big piles came out of there, so we're plenty good there. Taper the edge. Work up there a little bit more, and that'll be that. Freaking amazing. All right, so we've been filling for about 4 hours, and that's already pretty dang full. And we got this shallow area coming up in here. I'm thinking we're gonna put some bluegill spawning beds in there. See how the irrigation goes. But yeah, gonna be a little high spot there. Ropes around, good deal. So we decided to leave a little island right here. So here we go. Epic Acres. Major improvement. Putting the finishing touches. The beach area, island, shaping up the last little bit. Be a little spawning area for bluegills. Little channel going around. Call that Epic Island, or maybe Goose Shit Island before it's all over. Probably got close to 8 feet of water in the pond already. So there it is. Insane. Still moving sand. So I just got some news. We had a new development on the pond that's pretty exciting. I'll come over here to check it out. So that right there is the deep spot. And you can see the shallow, the water's flowing pretty good because nothing but springs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's just one giant spring. So this is the shallow end out here by the island. And now it's filling that along with the springs that we hit down there. So that's pretty exciting. So here we are, basically 10 hours after we quit pumping. Still got a lot of water flowing in there. Still a lot of water flowing in. It's actually pretty clean already. You see down a couple feet. Really flowing hard over here around our island. Springs are still pumping. Pretty freaking sweet. Can't believe it. We have an epic pond. Probably, there's a lot of freaking water in there already. Springs are still flowing. So that's good. We did end up getting the black dirt up on top of the island, so we'll get that spread out. Plant some probably winter rye up there real quick. But yeah. All right, we're on our second day of filling. It's starting to slow down because you're getting a lot of pressure, downward pressure, and we're getting up there where you can see where the water table kind of really is. Decided to take the kayak out and take a trip around the pond, and took Henry for a ride, and that evening I decided to go sit in the deer stand and see what we could see. We definitely know how to feed them. I think we're at 27 total. All right, day 5 of filling the pond. We got about a 1/4 inch of rain last night. Not much, enough to make everything slick. I don't think they're coming in to move dirt today, which I'm okay with because they would have just effed everything up. Trucks would have been stuck. The stick is just barely sticking out of the water. That's about to breach into the pond. We got an idea for the pond. I think rather than trying to get the sand all down in there because it's pretty soft, Corey and I talked this morning, we're going to lay the mats. We're going to put some bricks down to hold the mat. Hopefully the water goes up and over, and then we're going to put the sand on top of the ice. Or we're going to wait till that ground freezes, and then we're going to put the sand down. So that's the plan there. So we got to get beach sand. The water's definitely up and in and going around the island. It's about halfway around. Yesterday we finished. I gotta go buy some more block though. But this is going to be pea gravel's coming tonight, so we'll fill all of that in with pea gravel. We'll put matting down and it'll go up and over the top of the tires and up and over the top of the bricks. We'll put the pea gravel down, then the pea gravel won't sink, and any of this that filters down will just come up and hit the blocks and build up right there, and we won't have a mixture of sand and all of that in there. So that's that. Progress. You can see it's already the water table, just that little bit of rain came up last night, and it's starting to flow out of here. Oh, and I went to Smiley's this morning, turkey tracks, and I got some winter rye. So we're supposed to get moisture and a little bit of warmth. All we're hoping that we're going to plant some, we're going to rake this out. I'm going to get the winter rye in here. And then we have it for when that's done. We're going to try to throw it out. Hopefully, it'll sprout early enough in the spring, get roots established, and try to hold it together so we don't have a bunch of erosion going on. So that's the plan. Get that planted today, get the pea gravel in there, and get the matting down over there. So that's today's plan. Gotta go. Start cutting her out. Give her hell. Now you're sinking. You better go like hell. Perfect. Well, we got her done at dark. Well, day 7 of the pond fill. We officially have an island. The water has made it all the way around. So that's pretty friggin' cool. It's still filling at a fairly decent rate. It has slowed down a little bit. I think we were gaining, when it kind of leveled off, we were at a foot a day. And now I think we're down to about, the last 2 days have been about 8 inches a day. So, but yeah, pretty friggin' cool. Things are coming along. Right, day number 8. Filling up, the bluegill spawning bed's filling up, everything's filling up nice. Moving a lot of dirt today, building some berms. Some other people have expressed interest in taking my sand, and I'm just giving it away as long as they pay for the trucking. Corey's over here dicking around on the beach area, so a lot of things happening, but it's definitely coming up. The stick, I guess we've had the stick for, haven't seen it. We definitely have Water completely over the stick, probably by 6 inches. So things are going good. It's amazing. Day 8 of the pond fill. It's going to be a busy day. We got a lot of sand getting trucked out. Found some people that wanted some sand. I said, you pay for the trucking, you can have it. We're doing some berms out on the front. We're actually going to put a berm in and working on it now on Epic Acres too. Corey's dicking around over here in the beach area. We're definitely going up and around. The bluegill spawning grounds is full. Water's going all the way around the island. The stick, guess we haven't looked at the stick in a couple of days. We'll find the stick here. Here's the stick. Probably got 4 to 6 inches of water over the stick. So things are good. We're moving a lot of this sand way up front and putting a berm in between the road and the land. All right, day number 9. Every day is, I mean, it's a noticeable change. You definitely see the water going up. We probably got another 6 feet to go if we were going to crest the top. We think we're hoping for a foot or two down. So, 4 or 5 feet of surface water here is going to be a lot of water yet. Things are definitely progressing. We moved a bunch of dirt yesterday. The goal today is to get that pile and this pile moved. We got a pile of black dirt on that end that'll stay, so we can fill all of this in, black dirt, and plant it. That pile over there is probably not gonna get moved. We'll have to move that ourselves. But yeah, things are going freaking amazing. Hey folks, Sam here. Oh, today's the day. I wish I was gonna be hunting. I should be. October 28th. It's always like the start of the shit. And actually, starting at about midnight last night, my camera started going nuts. A lot of deer moving. But anyways, on to the project. So, just want you to see how high that berm is. Can't even see the cars coming by. So that over there is completed berm. So anyways, I wanted to show you about this. We'll go look at the pond in a minute. It's day number 9. I hear a lot of people say, I don't have the land to manage the deer. And I find that is to be bullshit and just an excuse. Now I get it. I got a little bit of money and I got a little bit of time, and I'm building a whitetail paradise. That's what I'm doing. Big buck central. Because I don't have a lot of time, I want to build a spot where I can come and shoot a good buck every year. And I want to build a spot for my grandkids to come and see deer and everything else. So anyways, here's the deal. I talked to my buddy, Chris Brackett. I know some of you don't like him. I don't really give a shit. I like the guy. He kills big bucks. He's got more knowledge in his head than probably 10 other people that I know. And we all have shit in our past. Just let the shit go and let the man live his life. And he's doing friggin' awesome. But we've been talking. And he helps me, and we talk and bounce things. But here's the deal. Even if you own 5 acres, if you have a deer that spends 1% of his life or her life on your property, you see her every night, your goal should be to make your property so she spends 10% of her life, or he spends 10%. My goal is to get bucks and deer to spend 100% of their life as much as they can. I do have on Epic Acres 2 does, 3 fawns. They live on the property. They very seldom leave the property because I have a spot over there that's swampy, grown up brush. We never go in there. We treat it as a refuge. You just never walk in there. That's where they live. They come out, they eat. They got a little bit of water because we had the little pond. Now we got the big pond, so they got big water. So they got to have food, cover, and water. So I'm building a pond over there. Got it built. We're just working on finishing it. So there's the water. The food I plant it every year. The other night I was out there, 53 deer in the field. So we have that no problem. My cover over there was a little bit small. I probably couldn't have got a buck to live most of his life on my property. Maybe a little buck. But now we have Epic Acres too. This shit is phenomenal. Back in here, beyond these trees is all growed up marsh, scrub brush, just freaking, I can get a buck to live in here. But come hunting season, you know, you can't get back there without making a noise. He knows you're coming. So I have to build what is called, what Chris Brackett calls as a kill plot. I never really had a spot for a kill plot, but now I do. So anyways, let's check this out. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you what's going on. So we built a berm. We had our pond. So we got a bunch of sand and we're gonna run this berm all the way down. And we're gonna stack it up. Right now it's probably a little over 6 feet tall. You cannot see over the top of it from the road. So here's the, you know, when it's lower you can see. So we're going to take, and I went to Melchow's, talked to my buddies over there, little Jimmy. Big Jimmy sells the guns, little Jimmy sells the seeds. So little Jimmy's going to get me some native switchgrass, going to grow from 5 to 10 feet tall. It takes about 3 years to establish. But all of this will be native switchgrass. We're going to grow native switchgrass up the hill and on top. So if we get on top, got a six foot berm, native switchgrass will be 6 foot higher, it's 12 foot. So now what I can do here is, I had this spot that's wide open. I'm gonna put a kill plot here. Oh shit, almost fell on my ass. I'm gonna put what Chris Brackett calls as a kill plot. So the goal is gonna be, the big bucks usually show up on my epic acres later in the season and pretty much always after dark. But the goal is here, Mr. Big, living in there, he gets up hour and a half before dark, stands up, takes a piss, and he moseys his way right out here to the edge to look at Susie Rotten Crotch doe, all in heat. He can smell her, and he's gonna come and he's gonna step out here on the kill plot. By the way, this is archery hunting only, so that makes it good. He'll come out here on the kill plot, and that's how we're gonna kill Mr. Big. You see that car went by, you couldn't even see in here. So anyways, that's the goal here. But listen guys, don't have excuses on drawing a deer or getting deer in on your property. Do something every year to make it better. Now I get it. I got probably a little bit more money than most people, but I don't have a lot of time. Thank God my son helps me out on this. But time is my driving factor to doing this. When I come home from North Dakota, I want to have a spot that I know I can go to and have a chance of killing a good buck. That's my goal. And I'm on my way. So let's go check out the pond. We're at day number 9 of the fill. Kicking ass. Well, most of our stuff doesn't have any brakes. So Corey's got himself a little bit of a pickle here. There we go. Oh, he's bad shit. Turn away! Hey! Use your bucket to get shelled. All right, folks. So right after that, I had to head back to North Dakota. By the time I came back, we were froze up. So we did spend some time getting some habitat put in there. Even though this is mainly going to be for irrigation, and it's going to help us irrigate and keep our food plots in a lot better shape, especially the last couple of years when we didn't get rain that really hurt us hard. So, you know, invest the money, do what you got to do. But I went overboard on an irrigation pond because, yes, I want to have it a spot where my family can come enjoy. We're going to maybe get some fish in there. Well, we are. We got the bluegill spawning bed set up. We're going to have to apply for some permits and see if the DNR is going to let me stock it. But we'll get her stocked up, and pretty confident that's going to happen. So we're going ahead, and we went and got some habitat from Pond King, and we put that in, and here's what it looks like now. The next evolution of the pond. We got the tree from Pond King. These are all from Pond King. And then we got 2 of these, one here, one there. We're gonna put in the mouth of the little channel. We got 3 of these little things we're gonna be putting in. It's gonna be the main area. And we got 4 of these things going in. And we got 3 of these nurseries. This gives a place for the little fish to hide, and big fish can't get it. So we're gonna drop these all in. This is about right where they're all gonna go. So yeah, that thing actually flips when it sinks. When the ice goes out, it'll have a cinder block hooked to it and it'll invert. So we'll probably put it on like a 4-foot rope. So there it is, folks. That's as far as we've gotten it. Right now, we're hoping for a wet spring. We need about 4 feet of water to put it at 11.5 feet at the deepest spot. So we should be looking pretty good. We got the irrigation pumps coming. We're going to dig some trenches. We got some big things coming. We're going to dig trenches, lay some irrigation pipe, because we got some plans that we're going to do on Epic Acres. So just stick with us and watch the project. We've come a long ways, learned a lot of lessons, and we got some big plans coming for this spring.